If you're a seven-figure agency owner who's the bottleneck in your business, still in client accounts, still solving every fire, and you're still trying to find the time to think about how to grow your business, this video is for you. Look, you're brilliant and you know it, which is the most frustrating thing. You know how to sell, you know how to market, and you know how to go and get yourself more clients. And because of those things, you've already built something of substance, something of value, but now you've built your business to surround you, and you're in what I call agency prison. Your calendar is full. Your team leans on you for everything. You can't take a real vacation without having to bring your laptop with you or have Slack on you on a daily basis. And deep down, you know you're the reason your business isn't able to grow anymore. If you're like most of our clients, you've already tried to fix this. You've read the books, you've bought the courses, you've probably even tried to hire freelancers to automate some stuff or build some SOPs. And it still didn't work. Here's why. A DIY operation solution is nearly impossible to build and implement when you are buried in your operation. The online advice is far too simple. SOPs are just the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much shit that's not addressed to build things that are specific and nuanced for your business and the genius that needs to go integrated and implemented into your business. Scaling your genius, it takes a very rigid and structured foundation to build infrastructure on top of it. Your business needs training that teaches your people how to think autonomously. Your business needs management systems that makes outcomes very repeatable and creates visibility so you know what's going on at all times. And your company needs a hiring, sourcing, onboarding, and training process that's dialed in like a conveyor belt in a factory. The reality is most founders like you attempt to hire talented people to solve their issues for them. They hope this will work, which is usually a very bad idea. The data for good companies with good operations tells us you only have a 20 to 30% chance of success, which in a good business means you have 70% chance of failure. But you don't actually have the system set up to make your talent successful, so your rate of failure is far greater. Here's why. You either rise to the level of your goals or fall to the level of your systems, which is what continues to happen for you in your business. You don't have a real hiring system. You don't have a real training system. And if your new hires are learning what to do by shadowing and osmosis, you're setting them up for failure, and you're setting yourself up for failure. What we do instead is we build a rigid infrastructure in your business. We define how you do things. We define expectations per role. We build a conveyor belt system for training with 40 to 80 hours of content, trainings, and documentation that your new hires need to go through. We build 90-day plans for new hires that enables them to be successful, and then visibility and auditing and coaching so we know that they're actually living up to the standards. And to further stack our chances in our favor, we recommend our clients that they hire up to 3 contractors at a time because 2 of them are inevitably going to fail. By the time this system is fully built and talent goes through it, your company systems are going to be battle tested so you can actually start to delegate things off of your plate and actually build a business that deep down you're proud of. At 8-Figure Agency, we help founders escape agency prison by embedding one of our fractional COOs into their company. We don't give you templates. We build you an operating system. Here's how. First, we go into your business and we review everything. Operations, fulfillment, hiring, team, delivery, you name it, we review it. Second, we build a plan based on what you do and don't have to extract your genius into building a company that's set on top of strong infrastructure. Third, we build the systems alongside you to ensure there's visibility, defined process that touches everything: operations, sourcing, hiring, onboarding, management, training, fulfillment. You name it, we help you build it by extrapolating your genius. Fourth, we scale. We train you and your team on how to operate and use the systems that we've built for you so you can go grow your business again and get past these capacity constraints. And fifth, we help you exit your operations by bringing in full-time talent that can run your systems and run your operations for you. Look, this works. It's worked for agency owners like Josh Crouch. He came to us at the multi-7-figure level and was in deep distress because when we met him, he just had 2 operators quit. He was being pulled back into the operation, having to build everything again, and he didn't know the best path forward. And within 10 months, we helped him exit his operations again. We helped him recruit, source, hire, onboard, train the correct operators to take over his operation, we succeeded through them, having them build systems alongside us so he can go focus on sales. And the result was landing him on the Inc. 5000 list at number 217 for 2024, which happened because we helped him double his business. Or Patrick O'Driscoll. He came to us at $1 million a year, and him and his two partners were just lost. They didn't know what the best path forward for them was because they were working really hard, but they weren't working really smart. They had overlapping and competing priorities. What we helped them do was build defined structure, build appropriate operations plans, define ownership of different departments, and build a really structured way of managing their talent, sourcing talent, and training their talent so they could each increase their leverage. Within 6 months, his business doubled from 1 to 2 million, and we put them on a path to continue to allow them to grow at a rapid rate with strong operations. Or a third example is Sam Polero. Sam came to us at the 7-figure level, but he was the key strategist for his clients. Clients were coming to him because he was the genius. And he wanted a business that could operate without him so he could go enjoy his time off or enjoy his honeymoon that was coming up later in the calendar year that he hired us. And good news, it worked. We helped him double his business. We helped him get out of his operation so he could focus on strategy, growth, content while he built his brand on YouTube. And not only did this work, it worked so well that he was truly able to enjoy his honeymoon, enjoy his time off, and now he's able to build more defensibility as AI is coming into the marketplace for advertising agencies. Now, you might be wondering, why does ADEF work, but not these other solutions on the marketplace? And the real reason is everything else is cookie cutter. It's fragmented and it's superficial. There are group coaching programs that feel good because you build community. But the reality is learning how to build things when you are not an operator is a complete waste of time. That's not your zone of genius. It's not your skill set. And a lot of these programs are trying to teach you how to build basic things like SOPs. There are other programs. The other programs are templates, where it's a DIY experience where you work with very expensive collaborators, but everyone goes through the same system and the same process no matter what your business and industry is, which is stupid. Every business has different needs and has different things already built. Things need to be customized, not just templatized, because that's what's best for the vendor that you're paying. Automation consultants can help because they automate some steps, but when they don't know how to integrate everything, every single component into a dialed workflow that focuses on delivery, hiring, capacity, scaling, it's a half-baked solution at best. And these project management specialists also make you feel good because you're organized in software, but you're leaving too much on the table with every other component of your business. All these things could help, but they're just pieces in a massive interconnected system that's required to scale. What you actually need is strong infrastructure, dialed in training that teaches your talent how to think, not just act. Management systems that create visibility and elevate your talent or remove underperforming talent, and a custom blueprint that extrapolates the genius of your business and massages your operations to the nuances of your unique business DNA. And that is what we build. Let me be clear with all this. I'm not a thought leader. I'm a practice leader. Everything we do at ADEF, I do myself. For years, I've been taking off 12 to 13 weeks a year. Before I had kids, I would take a full month off every summer to travel to Europe with my wife. When my son was born in 2024, I took over 2 months off so I could enjoy my paternity leave. Every year, I take 4 out of the last 5 weeks of the year off to enjoy Thanksgiving and the holiday season. And when my home burned down in the January 2025 Pacific Palisades fire, I couldn't work for 2 months. And my portfolio continued to coast operationally. Things worked very well, and I was able to deal with tragedy in a time when I didn't have the capacity to even think about work. And all of this worked because my operations and my infrastructure was dialed in. This isn't theory for me. It's what I live, and it's what we build for you. Now, here's the truth. We have more demand for our services than we have capacity to fulfill. And that's because I chose to intentionally build a boutique service. We don't templatize. We go deep and we ensure you get results. And because of that, we only take on a couple of clients every single month. So if you're serious about escaping your operations, scaling beyond your current ceiling, and getting your life back, book your discovery call now. We'll map out a custom plan for you, install your operating systems with you and for you, and finally unlock the business and the lifestyle you know you're capable of.